Hello guys, welcome back to AWM FX. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, no matter where you are. Hopefully you guys out there are doing great, earning a lot of money from the market, and of course taking great care of you and your family health. So today I would like to share with you a kind of setups that I definitely love it. Every time if I ever came across this kind of setups, I will definitely go for full margin or give it a shot, making a big lot size kind of trades. Now, what kind of setups do I mean here? All right, there are actually consists of two setups. The first setup is what we call as SBR, a support become resistance. Now, let's look at this movement right here. The price slowly going up, right? And then suddenly it drops. So when the price drop, actually it forms a drop, base drop at this point. All right, this is what we call as drop, base drop. So what happened is that this is a support area. This is a very good support area. And the drop base drop actually has what we have, what we call as a doji king. Okay, we call it this doji king. And this is where the price actually came and then reacted with it. All right, if you're able to spot it, the price actually came into it and react with it. This was the first kind of trades, but this is not even my favorite. My favorite kind of trade is what we call as QML. And QML actually can exist in different variants. And one of the variant right here is something like this. Let me show it to you. The price actually went going up slowly, all right, went down, and then slowly going up, came back down, went up, and then straight away came down, right? Making this what we call as a break of structure right there. A very, very beautiful break of structure. So a lot of times, a lot of traders have no confidence in trading QML is because they do not know whether QML does it works or not. So what I actually have right here is not only a QML setups, it is also having a very nice liquidity kind of movement. So what do I mean? If you look at how the price movement in this area and the magnitude of this movement is totally different. One is coming down very, very fast. The other is going up a little bit sideways, climbing it very, very slowly. Now, when we have this kind of movement, this is what we label as a compression, because if you know how to use supply and demand and you know how to map a supply and demand, you will realize that there is no demand zone left. Means that anytime the price will reach a certain zone, or should I say a certain supply zone in this case, it will drop a lot, like what you see here. Now, how do you trade this kind of things? It's very simple. Look for MPL, the maximum pain level. Now, maximum pain level and a QML level is two totally different things. This is my QML level, okay, but it doesn't help me with my trade at all because it doesn't tell me the exact entry. So what happens is that I actually have something right here is what we call as MPL. Why is this MPL? You can actually notice that the price came down, all right, moved sideways. It went up, then only start to drop, breaking how many structure? Not only one, but also the second structure right here. So it has two structure breaking kind of movement in one supply zone. Now, this is the supply zone that you really want to trade. Okay, this is the zone that you really want to trade. And you can actually notice that the price came into this area exactly. Then it start to drop a lot. All right, it start to drop a lot. Now, however, what is going to stop you from taking this trade? Sometimes it's because of the zone. The zone sometimes is very huge. Especially if we are talking about CHF, the zone for 23 pips is quite huge. So what you can actually do is to minimize the zone as much as possible. And how you can actually do it is very, very simple. So you can actually go to lower time frame to notice is there anything suspicious in this zone. Example, I will lower to 30 minutes. This is my habits of doing it. So once I lower into 30 minutes, now you take a look at overall movement. What you can actually notice right here is that you have two possible entry. Now, I will only label the zone that is inside this box. All right, anything external or outside this box, I am not going to label it. So what happened here is that the two possible entry is, the first one is above here. This is the initial drop, right? For some, you may know it. The second entry was this movement right here. This is what we call it, or where I usually teach my students, the blind spots kind of movement. So you cannot ignore this kind of movement. Now, if you look at it, both of these entry now has been reduced significantly from 20 over pips to now is 4 pips and also 10 pips. Now, if you are in this kind of situation, what you should actually do is that do not hesitate to have pending orders on both areas. Why? It's very simple. If one area fails, the other works, it's going to give you the risk reward that is able to cover whatever loss that you had previously. So I should usually advise you guys to take both area, both pending orders. So if you can see right here, let me exit the replay bar. Just take a look. Okay, maybe we go back to H4 for a moment. Right, it's this area. You will notice that the price actually react with one of the zone, and that is the first zone right here. Okay, first zone right here, exactly at the first zone before it reacts with the second zone. So this kind of movement is going to give you how many risk of reward? It may give you 20, 30, 40 kind of risk reward ratio, and you are going to have a lot of profit. You can actually notice it, the price actually came down quite a lot. Okay, so you can exit it right here is because, or maybe you can exit it a little bit higher because there is a possible QML for reversal, and you're still going to get a 1 to 20 risk reward ratio using QML and also the liquidity movement right here. So that is all for today. For those who like to learn more about supply and demand, you can actually contact my assistant Hans, because we are going to open the registration for the next batch soon. And if you are going to register now, I will give you a very good discount. We call it the early bird discount. All right, so do not hesitate to contact my assistants. The contact is in the description below. All right, so please do give me a like and subscribe button. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you.